morning, it's Miss Oldale, and here we are going to talk about our activity today. So if we look on our dojo planner, or if you look in your portfolio, you'll see my turn, watch this video, and we're going to learn about how we put the skills that we have started to use this week into practice in a description. So those skills are an expanded noun phrase, similes, and metaphors. And you can notice that I've put a bit of a chili challenge in there. Expanded noun phrase, but the chili challenge is to use a 2A sentence. I noticed already that when some of you were expanding your noun phrases, you were already using 2 adjectives with a comma between them, which is fantastic. So if you can do that, that's brilliant. If not, don't worry. Just want an expanded noun phrase. And your turn, you are going to use the descriptive writing you've already got. So you don't have to think up new sentences. You can use the ones that you wrote on Tuesday, Wednesday, and yesterday into your description. So if we look here, the curious Egyptologist, the thing growled like a hungry wolf, the thing is a shadow in the darkness. These are sentences that I've already come up with. So look at your work from Tuesday, Wednesday, and yesterday. Choose your favourite sentences, and we're going to put them into a paragraph. So let's have a look at kind of the photo that we're using for inspiration to help us draw a paragraph. Write a paragraph today. So we have a picture here from an ancient Egyptian, adventure story. So it's 2 Egyptologists. So an Egyptologist like Howard Carter have gone into an Egyptian mummy's tomb, but the mummy woke up and it's gone to attack them. So I'm thinking already about, what is happening in this story? So I can think about what part of it I'm going to describe. So I'm going to choose to describe the moment the mummy wakes up. So I can use things like it's a shadow in the darkness as it's exploring around its tomb. And the thing growled like a hungry wolf. When it finds the Egyptologist, it might want to eat them. So it's growling at them because it's really hungry and it wants to eat them. And the curious Egyptologist, I can use that to describe the people who have accidentally woken this mummy up. So I'm thinking in my head already about what is happening for us to get to this picture. So lots of people start trying to write straight away and they're not sure what they're writing about. And they can get all confused and they're not sure. So before you start writing, have a think about what part of the story you're describing. Okay? I'm going to describe the mummy waking up and going to find the Egyptologist in the tomb. So, my description. Here it is. So, I said I wanted to describe the mummy waking up, so I've had to think, why did the mummy wake up? And I've decided that it's because of something the Egyptologist did. So I've got the curious Egyptologist picked up something he shouldn't have. And I've used the word curious because someone who's curious might get into everything and pick things up that they shouldn't do. I'm using that as a reason why the mummy woke up. So the curious Egyptologist picked up something he shouldn't have. He didn't notice what had happened when he picked up the cursed canopic jar. And I chose the canopic jar because that's something from the story we read on Monday. So I'm using those ideas from Monday to help me as well. I'm not thinking up new ideas myself. I'm copying the ones that I like. He had woken the thing. The horrifying, terrifying thing. So you can see in this expanded noun phrase here, I've got horrifying, terrifying thing. I've used 2 adjectives with a comma between them to add a bit more detail about our thing, our scary mummy. It's not just horrifying, it's also terrifying. The horrifying, terrifying thing climbed from its sarcophagus. That's the coffin it was buried in. The thing was a shadow in the darkness of the tomb. I haven't just come up with that metaphor. That's one that I wrote yesterday that I'm putting in my writing. It was hungry and searched for whatever disturbed its canopic jar. It could smell flesh And I used that word flesh because I thought it sounded a bit more horrible and scarier than Egyptologist. It could smell the flesh from the other room, and it went to investigate. It creeped and crawled through the corridor until it found them. The thing leapt out at the surprised Egyptologist and growled like a hungry wolf. Again, this growled like a hungry wolf, I haven't just made that up. I used that, something I've already written. So what I've written here, I haven't just had to make it up. I used the stories from Monday to help me. I used the writing that I'd already done Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday for ideas for some good sentences. And I've used the picture. So all of those things I've used to help me come up with this paragraph. If you're not sure how to start your paragraph, start with the cursed Egyptologist picked up something he shouldn't have. You can see him as well in that picture. So start with that. And then I want you to describe what happens next. So a bit of a dun dun dun, it's a bit of a cliffhanger. I want you, if you're not sure how to start, you finish that for me. Remember, I want you to include an expanded noun phrase, a simile, and a metaphor. And again, we've already used a curious Egyptologist. So I want a simile and a metaphor. And if you're finding it difficult, think of your own. Use these two here and think about how you can put them into a paragraph. Okay? Good luck with your writing, and I look forward to reading it. Bye!